JBN, we keep you informed. 94-year-old woman raped in St. Ann. The St. Ann police are now probing the rape of a 94-year-old woman in the usually quiet Keith district in the parish yesterday morning. Police sources say the woman, who is an amputee, lives with her 59-year-old daughter, who left the house in the district, which is between Brownstown and Discovery Bay, early yesterday morning. A short while later, a man reportedly entered the house by removing some window blades. He raped the elderly woman before making his escape. Nothing was stolen from the house. The woman was later found by neighbors, who took her to a doctor who confirmed that she had been raped. No suspect has yet been identified. $2 million stolen from Chinese businessman in Manchester. A Chinese business operator in Manchester was attacked and robbed of items, including a significant amount of cash on Tuesday. Sources said some $2 million was stolen from the businessman. Reports are that he was held up, and his cell phones and the money that was in a bag were taken by two males who were wearing masks. Further reports are that during the robbery, one of the criminals fired a shot, but no one was injured. The robbers then fled the scene. The Mandeville police are now investigating the incident. Portland businessman charged with illegal possession of a gun. A businessman in Portland has been charged with illegal possession of a gun and ammunition, the police have reported. According to the Port Antonio police, on Thursday, October 24, about 10 p.m., 35-year-old Corey Hansen of Folly Road in the parish allegedly opened gunfire at a man, hitting him in his upper body. The circumstances surrounding the shooting were not revealed by the police. An investigation was subsequently launched, the police said, and Hansen was arrested and charged. 18-year-old girl arrested on shooting charges. 18-year-old Alia Basco has been charged with shooting with intent and illegal possession of a gun following investigations that implicated her in an October 29 shooting incident in Almontown, Kingston 4. According to the police, Basco, who is from Stephen Street, also in Almontown, is accused of orchestrating the shooting injury of a man with whom she allegedly had an altercation. Lawmen say she was caught by the Kingston Central Police on Sunday, November 3, after initially escaping from the scene of the incident at Euro Circle. She was charged following an interview with her attorney. A date has been finalized for her to appear in the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court, the police say. Government to outlaw spousal rape. Jamaica will very shortly change a law that will allow spouses, including those who are married, to be charged for raping their partners. Justice Minister Delroy Chuck has announced that the government plans to amend the S3xual Offences Act so that rape can occur inside and outside a marriage. In marriage, rape will now be non-consensual sex, Chuck declared in the House of Representatives on Tuesday. He acknowledged that the common law has upheld the position that rape could not be committed in a marriage, but now legislation will overturn that common law position, he asserted. The proposal had the full endorsement of Gender Affairs Minister Olivia Grange, who cited a 2016 Women's Health Survey, which, according to her, found that 31.4% of women believe that a wife is obligated to have sex with her husband whenever he wants. Mr. Speaker, we are moving to end that, and it's gender neutral, so the men don't have to worry, Grange said. I am in full support of the proposal to amend the law to make it quite clear that no means no, even in a marriage, Grange said. The man can say no too, she quickly added, in response to playful questions from her colleague minister and members of the opposition. Jamaica law does not acknowledge the concept of forcible sex or penetration by a woman as rape. Chuck and Grange, two senior members of the cabinet, were speaking during a debate on the report of a special parliamentary committee that reviewed the S3xual Offences Act and three companion bits of legislation: the Offences Against the Persons Act, the Domestic Violence Act, and the Child Care and Protection Act. Lawmakers voted to accept the report. Grange disclosed too that arising from the report, the Holness administration plans to widen the category of individuals who can apply for a protection order on behalf of victims of abuse. In addition, she said that the intention is to hike the fines for persons who violate an order of protection from $10,000 to $500,000. I believe this will serve as an effective deterrent, Grange added. She revealed that 1 in every 4 women in Jamaica has experienced physical violence by a male partner. Further, she said that 1 in every 5 women reported being sexually abused before reaching 18 years old, and that half of the women who experienced abuse say they have never left that environment. The parliamentary committee also recommended that it should be a criminal offense for individuals to knowingly infect a partner with sexually transmitted infection, and that the offense of stalking be added to the books. Olympian Frey kills himself. Mike Frey, a two-time individual Olympic finalist and brother of Bobby Frey, died on Wednesday morning in Kingston in an apparent suicide. Police are investigating the circumstances of his death, which appear to be caused by hanging. Frey, who had injured a shoulder recently, is one of a small group of Jamaican men who have reached Olympic finals in the 100 and 200 meters. He placed 6th in the 1968 200-meter final and 5th in the 100 meters in 1972. He emerged as a medal winner at boys' champs for St. Andrew Technical High School in 1965 in races won by his future Olympic teammate Lennox Miller. With high school behind him, the 18-year-old Frey accelerated into the Jamaica team, winning a sprint relay silver medal at the 1966 Commonwealth Games in Kingston and the CAC Games gold. At the 1967 Pan Am Games, he reached both sprint finals. Early in 1968, he set a Jamaican record of 20.2 seconds for 220 yards, converted to 20.1 for 200 meters. The run would stand as a national benchmark for several years. At the 1968 Olympics, Frey joined Errol Stewart, Clifton Forbes, and Miller in a 4x100 meter unit that set 2 world records en route to 5th in the final. The mark he helped to set in the semis, 38.39 seconds, stood as Jamaican record until the 2000 Olympics. The tall Kingston native, who attended the University of Texas at El Paso, returned to the Olympics in 1972, where he reached the 100-meter finals and became only the second Jamaican, after the peerless Herb McKinley, to have run in the finals of both sprint events. The affable sprinter turned 72 in September. Senton mother who dumped newborn into pit latrine charged. The woman who allegedly dumped her newborn into a pit latrine in Essen Castle district in Senton last Wednesday has been charged. Athelin Cole, 39, was charged on Wednesday with cruelty to a child and could appear in the court as early as Friday. The Senton police reported Wednesday night that she is receiving medical treatment. Cole turned herself into the Alexandria police on Tuesday after eluding investigators since last week. She had gone missing shortly after the police arrived at the scene of the discovery of the newborn female in the pit latrine in the community. The baby was retrieved with the assistance of the St. Anne Fire Department. The dumping of the baby, the second such incident within a week, following a similar incident in Coxpee St. Mary, drew strong condemnation. Meanwhile, both babies remain at the St. Anne's Bay Regional Hospital. Strong leads been followed to nab schoolyard murderers, says Chang. National Security Minister and Acting Prime Minister Dr. Horace Chang is affirming that the security forces are moving swiftly to capture the perpetrators of the brazen and cruel murder of a man on Wednesday morning while he was dropping off his child at the Cornwall Gardens Basic School in Mount Salem, Northwest St. James. Chang, who is also the Member of Parliament for the constituency, said the act has caused serious trauma to the children who have been in close proximity to the incident. According to him, the fact that the attackers drove onto the compound of a basic school to carry out the criminal action demonstrated their blatant disregard for the sanctity of life. This is a very painful and tragic incident, as not only have we lost the life of a Jamaican citizen, but this act was done in the presence of young and vulnerable children. These children are obviously traumatized by the incident. Have been advised that investigations are swiftly moving to identify and capture the perpetrators. The police have strong leads, he said in a statement. Chung added that even while there have been significant successes in using the states of emergency to stem the bloodletting in several areas of the country, such as St. James, those with murderous intentions continue to seek new ways of exacting their criminal plans. He further called attention to the ongoing work of the Joint Select Committee of Parliament, which is reviewing the Criminal Justice Suppression of Criminal Organization Act of 2014, which is also seeking to ensure that acts of violence committed in the vicinity of schools are considered aggravating factors in these cases. Chang said the police high command continues to make strategic adjustments to the operational procedures to counteract the extraordinary lengths criminals are now going to carry out their illegal acts. I extend condolence to the family of the father who was murdered, and the government pledges its support for the school and the children who have been traumatized by this incident. Your government will not relent in seeking to ensure the safety of all Jamaicans and will continue to improve our actions in seeking the protection of our people, added Chang. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to like, subscribe, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.